The boy's been busy destroying the round pen already. I believe this one is from Gio. And these two over there, that's Patch's work. Doo-doo. Yeah. Just right now I'm figuring out what is working and what is not working. Gate is kind of sinking in. And it's not being functioning right now. Well, just a lot of BS, I guess. There's another rail broken, which I didn't notice. That needs to be replaced. Yep. Hello everyone. I realized that these clips are very important for me to actually help reflect on my work, on my body language, and on the horse's behavior. I thought I would give you a little bit more comment about what I was doing or what I was actually trying to do. I'm a little bit sick, but we'll see how the recording goes, if it needs to be redone or not. Anyway, so right here you can see I've got a little grain and I'm trying to get the horses to come to me because until that moment I wasn't able to pet them or anything. I've got grain. I realized I need to quit trying to get into their faces or around their faces and to pet them. It's really annoying. And obviously you can see Patch is really annoyed right here, the bay horse. But like I said, this is really great for me to reflect on what I'm doing and what needs to be improved and what I could have done differently. Like here by the river, I was a little bit frustrated, so I just went to sit down and relax, and we went to a little beach with Monkey. She's such a great friend. Yeah, she always knows if I'm upset or if something's going on. She's my little love. Anyway, so the next clip is going to be with Jill, working with Jill. He's a Bayroan. Actually, he's a blue Bayroan. Very cute mix. So right here I have him on a lead rope, and I was trying to launch him. I believe this was his first time on a lead rope. I'm not quite sure how much has been done with him before. I'm not quite sure. Also, he wouldn't go around me, so I'm just using this buggy whip, and as you can see, it is just a little bit too much pressure on him with the buggy whip. I probably didn't need to use it, but I can see it now just watching it back. He's been doing pretty good actually here. I mean, not really knowing what I was asking him to do, and under a little bit more pressure with the buggy whip, he just got a little bit confused and stressed out. So it's good to know next time I will try to launch him without the buggy whip. But after all, I believe he did really good. His feet got stuck here a little bit. I'm just trying to lead him around the round pen. He's not too bad. I was introduce him. I introduced him to the rope here just a little bit. I eventually put it around his neck to have a little bit longer, like lunge line, to have a little bit better control on him. I didn't want to just send him loose around the round pen. So it will eventually happen little in a few minutes. He did pretty good actually with the rope. The rope got tangled up between his legs, hind legs. It got stuck underneath his tail. Just stuff that you want your horses to get used to, just in case something like this happens. Roany is in the back view back there. She was really curious what was going on, and then she just walk away, not really interested. So right here, I'm just trying to yep, here we go. It just got stuck behind I believe the tail or the hind legs, but he did really good. Roany is back. She was curious about all the commotions, what was happening. Yeah, I think he was doing really good. He did really good here, Gio. Once they are introduced to the pack saddles, they will have to have harness wrapped around their butt. It will go pretty low, so I really want to make sure they're okay with that. And I believe working with the rope, there you go, that was really nice. And I believe working with the rope will introduce them to the pressure, or having something behind their butt and on their hind legs. I'm just sending him off to the one directions, going to the left, and I'm trying, or what I'm asking for, or what I'm looking for, is just him being nice and quiet, responding to my body language to send him off, and just be respectful, not to push on the rope. He's doing really great here. Okay, here I'm taking off the rope and putting the lead rope back on. He got a little bit battered by the rope being taken off of his head or over his head, so I just rub his ears to get him a little bit more comfy. I was just doing the little exercise about disengaging his hindquarters, which is quite important. The next step is going to be working with his shoulders because I feel, we put just way too much time or way too much attention to the hindquarters, but we don't work enough with the shoulders. And the shoulders get actually stuck quite often. I mean, but right here I was just asking for the hindquarters. Anyway, here is Patch. So Patch is an interesting guy. I don't know. He's been very difficult. And right here I'm just playing a little game. No, not a little game. I feel I just needed to break it down for him really, really to the basic, because he did not like when I was facing him. I was not able to get close to him, so I figured every time he stops, he pays attention to me, he turns to me, I would just give him the release, which means I would turn my back towards him right now. Okay, so here you can see he's moving, I'm moving with him, he looks at me, and I give him the release. But he's moving on, so I step in. Now he's looking at me, now he's not paying attention. Okay, so I'm just trying to get him moving, nice and calmly. And whenever he's ready to acknowledge me and there you go, then I was just turning my back towards him, just giving him the release, because like I said, just facing him and stopping, he would not stop. He would just keep going around me. And you might be asking, why am I so, I don't know what the word is, like, I guess gentle or not putting enough pressure on them. Well, these horses are really different. They are so sensitive, and I just don't want to screw up with them. I have plenty of time to get it right, and if I need to start from tiny little exercises like this one, I will do it. I need to be consistent about going the one direction. Like right now I'm just stepping in to get him going. Maybe there you go, maybe I should have pushed him a little bit more to just keep going, because but see, you can see it anytime I try to get close to him, his expression, like, he just doesn't like it. This was my first time when I was working with him. I did get the halter on him in a barn. I had to rope him. Yeah. Afterwards, I felt really guilty, because I know it must have been pretty stressful, because it was stressful for me, but I needed to get it done. That's why my priority is not to mess up with these horses. Just do it right. And as I said, I do have the time, and if I need to just sit with them, like right here, I will do it. I love these horses so much. I really care about them. This clip is couple days later, I believe 4 days later, I'm just doing the same exercise. When he's ready to come in, giving him the pressure by turning my back to him, towards him. He seems to get this exercise actually much better for the second time, because as you can see, he's more relaxed. Trying to get a little bit more pressure on him here by getting closer, and he gets battered, so but quickly he comes back and he's ready to turn in. Again, I'm putting a little bit more pressure. I just wanted to get a little bit closer to him, you know, step up in our little exercise and put a little bit more pressure. He is so expressive, this dude. I mentioned that before. His body language, just switching tail, ears, face. Oh my gosh. I can learn so much from him if I would just open my ears a little bit more, but I think watching these videos again and again and again, it will help. It will help me a lot, you know. I've been involved with horses since I was 15. I trained horses a little bit when I lived in Colorado, but you know, it's been a few years back, and you know, if you stop learning or seeking advice or educate yourself, you lose it. And I definitely can see that and feel it on myself, that I used to know much more, but it's alright. It's a learning process for me and for the horses, and I know we will benefit from it, all of us. So I played with Patch for about 45 minutes. It was getting a little bit better, but with me putting a little bit more pressure on him and getting closer, he was kind of losing it, and I just didn't want to end up on I didn't want to quit on him, you know, with a bad experience. So I brought it a little bit more down, the pressure again, and if he would just stay still for me for a little bit, then I would quit on him, and that actually happened later on. I think I'm going to stop right here. The clip is going to go for a little bit longer, but I think I'm gonna cut it, and I just wanted to share this experience with you, and just to mention, you know, I'm not professional. I know a little bit. I want to learn more, and I know these horses are great teachers, and you know, I just ask you to be gentle. You know, if you've got any comments or any recommendations, please write me a comment below, but please be nice. You know, I'm just really trying to do the best to my knowledge, and mostly I want to spend time with these horses and to have the time to be enjoyable for all of us. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you enjoy all these videos. I am composing for you and for myself. All right, until next time. Bye.